Hi students, now we are going to discuss about chapter 8 quadrilaterals. In quadrilaterals theorem 3. Theorem 3 says that if each pair of a opposite side of a quadrilateral is equal, then it is a parallelogram. We want to prove that quadrilateral become a parallelogram. For proving, we draw a quadrilateral shape and mark it as A, B, C and D. In this way we want to mark that diagram. And here what they are saying, a pair of opposite side. Which are opposite side? A, B and D, C are opposite side. Then each pair of opposite side of they are equal. They already given that. They are equally. So we can start that only given. So proving for a geometry topic, 4 steps are there. One is given. Next is to prove. Third step is construction. Fourth step is proof. Given case, what information they given us? Each pair of opposite side of a quadrilateral. That's why we can write it as A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. We don't know which type of quadrilateral. Last class we learned different type of quadrilaterals are there. Parallelogram, a rhombus, a kite, a rectangle, a square. So we don't know which type of quadrilateral this one. So they asking this quadrilateral become a parallelogram. How to prove? What is the property of a parallelogram? Opposite sides are parallel. Then we can say which are opposite side A, B and D, C. Then we can say they are proving. Finally we can prove A, B and C, D side are parallel, means we can say A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Now we don't know it is a parallelogram or not. That's why we write it as A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. Then next what they given, their opposite sides. Which are opposite side? AB is equal to CD. They given in the question. Each pair of then second pair is how many pairs are there? 2 pairs of opposite sides are there. What are they? AB and EC is the first pair. Second pair is AD is equal to CB is the second pair. They are telling that, they mentioned that their opposite sides are equal. That's why we write as that information on the given place. To prove, second step is to prove. What we want to prove? We want to prove then it is a parallelogram. Then it is a parallelogram means we can say that ABCD quadrilateral is a parallelogram. When we can say opposite sides are parallel, then we can say to become a parallelogram. AB side and DC side are parallel, then we can say, or AD side is parallel to BC side, then we can say they are that quadrilateral become a parallelogram. In this way proving we want. Next here directly we can't do. Extra construction is there. What construction there? Draw a diagonal AC. Then only we can do that. So construction. Here diagonal case is not mentioned. That's why we only constructed. Construction case, but we done the join AC. AC is our construction. Join A to C. Join in time. Here how many here diagonal property applied. The diagonals divides the quadrilateral into a 2 equal another congruent triangles. Which are they? ABC and ADC are the other 2 triangles. So here I rub and write in there. There we can start with the proof. Proof case we can prove that. Proof case we can proving that. Proof fourth step is proof. We can say that here diagonal property, diagonals, that property we can write as diagonals divides it into 2 congruent or 2 equal triangles. congruent triangles. That's why we get which are the triangle ABC and second triangle is ACD. Then see that two triangle, what are the information we can say that there? We can say that already we given place we write opposite sides, which are that AB side is equal to AB side of the first triangle is equal to DC side of the second triangle. It is given in the question. They given opposite, already given place we written that. Next what we can say with respect to first triangle, BC side of the first triangle is equal to AD side of the second. That also given in the question. Then both triangle has which side common? AC side is common for both triangle. That's why three conditions satisfied. So what we can say, it is therefore our required triangle ABC and therefore triangle ABC is congruent to three conditions satisfied. By which property? All are side case only. That's why it is satisfying SSS property. Triangle chapter we learned SS property means three side property. Then by CPCT what we can say? A angle and C angle are opposite. With respect to first triangle, A is opposite to C angle. With respect to second triangle ACD case also, A angle and C angle are opposite. So angle wise right in diamond. With respect to first triangle, BAC angle, BAC is A vertex, middle vertex, alphabet is A vertex is opposite to C vertex of the second, that is angle DCA. Same way first triangle case, A vertex case, BCD is equal to how to write DAB of the DAC of the second, DAC of the second. Here see C vertex, A vertex. Here A vertex of the first triangle, C vertex of the second. Here C vertex of the first triangle, A vertex of the second. Then what we can say, this angle by how to prove? By using a CPCT we can say like this way. But actually this part are the pairs of the alternative. See, Z shape to make. Why? Because AB and DC are parallel. They cut by a transversal line AC. They make an alter. This angles represent as a pair. These are the pairs of alternate. This given angles are. These are pairs of alternate interior angles. They are alternate interior angles. That's why alternate interior angle, how to get two opposite sides are parallel case. That's why what we can conclude, therefore we can say AB side is parallel to DC. Then AB side is parallel to DC means what we can say, the ABCD quadrilateral is a parallelogram. We can say, that's why we can say they are property of the parallelogram is opposite pair of opposite sides are parallel means we can say that quadrilateral become a parallelogram. Last class we learned that parallelogram property. So we reach that answer that ABCD is a parallel. Hence we proved. Then next fourth theorem. In fourth theorem they tells about another theorem. They says that diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of the parallelogram bisect means cutting each other. Each diagonal lines are cutting. We want to prove that. So fourth theorem, write it as a theorem 4. Theorem 4 says that the diagonal of a parallelogram, short form bisect each other. We want to prove this one. So first given What information they mentioned about a diagonal or parallelogram? That's why we can mark a parallelogram. Here mark it as A, B, C, D parallelogram. Diagonal also mentioned them. That's why BD and AC are the two diagonals. They are intersecting point, and we can mark an alphabet to O. Then these two angles are equal. Here in this way, looking at this and this are equal. Then next in this way, you are seeing them, this and this are equal. Only in that way we can mark in that. Given what we can write, A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Is a parallelogram. Then AC and BD diagonal bisect each other, bisect at point O, where they are intersecting, intersect at a point O, bisect at a point O. Next, to prove. How to prove what we want to prove? They are bisect each other. Here we can write intersect. The word intersect we can use. Intersect at point O. Bisect. They are asking a bisect each other. That's why we can write a bisecting time. AC line is cutting and dividing time. We get AO by OC. AO is equal to OC. Next, BD line bisect means divide into two equal lines, which are there. OB is equal to OD side. We bisecting time, diagonals bisect each other. We can prove OA and OC are equal, OD and OB are equal. That thing we want to prove. Then next, here proof case. How to prove that? First we consider in parallelogram two triangles. Which are the two triangles? AOD and BOC triangle. First we consider in triangle AOD, second triangle BOC triangle consider. With respect to AOD and BOC, what are the things we can say? With respect to BD, see, in a parallelogram case, opposite sides are equal. First pair is BC side and AD are the opposite side. They are parallel and they cut by a transversal line BD. With respect to BD diagonal, how we can write the angle? Say angle ADO equal O angle OBC. We can write it as angle. So in this two triangle, angle ADO is equal to angle OBC. Why they are equal? Why? Because AB side is parallel to BC and BD is the transversal. BD part to become the transversal. That is, then they make an alternate interior angle, transversal. That is the reason. Then next we can say second diagonal, which is the second diagonal AC. Their case also BC and AD is the parallel line. To cut by a transversal line, AC is the diagonal. To cut by a transversal line, and they make an Z shape, alternating in this way. Also we can write it as angle DAO equal OCB. We can write angle DAO equal angle OCB, angle OCB. What is the reason? There also AB side is parallel to BC side. The transversal line is AC. AC is the transversal line and they make an alternate interior angle. Three cases completed. One more thing, what we can say, AB side, we can say that AD side and BC side also become equal. AD and BC side of the second. First we consider this two triangle. With respect to that two triangle, first BC side of the first triangle and AD side of the second triangle also become equal. So three conditions satisfied. Two are angles and one become a side case. That's why this required triangle. Which are required triangle? AOD is congruent to triangle BOC by which property? ASA property, angle side angle property. By CPCT, what we can say? Sides of that two which are the side OA side of the first triangle and OC side of the second triangle are equal. Next, OD side of the first triangle and OB side of the second triangle also become equal by CPCT. Hence, we proved that. That is our question. Hence, we prove OA and OC and OB and OD are equal. Last sentence, here I writing last sentence become by CPCT we can say OA side of the first triangle is equal to OC side of the second triangle. Then OD side of the first triangle is equal to OB side of the second. How we to become equal? By CP, corresponding part of the congruent triangle chapter we learned that. So hence we prove they are equal only. So what we can say? Therefore, we can say diagonal bisect the parallelograms in equal. That is a question. Theorem says that a diagonal of a parallel. Therefore, hence we can say that diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. That is the theorem 4. I hope you can understand. One exercise we can start. In exercise first question. 8.1 first question they ask find out the angles of the quadrilateral. We know that angle sum property of a quadrilateral tells about sum of 4 angle because how much degree? 360 degree. There we apply and all 4 angles find out. That is the first question they asking. Exercise 8.1 case. They are like this. The first question is the angles of a quadrilateral. Angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio. The ratio is given that are in the ratio 3:5:9:30. Ratio is given there. Find all other angles. That is the question. How to start? We know that sum of angles of a quadrilateral because how much degree? 360 degree. Here they given us a ratio wise. Ratio case we consider an alphabet. Then only exact value will get in. That's why first angle we consider it as first angle is equal to we consider it as 3, not 3x. Second angle we consider it as 5, not 5, only 5x. Third angle we consider it as 9, not 9, only 9x. Fourth angle we consider it as 13, so 13x. Then sum of these 4 angles, that means 3x plus 5x plus 9x plus 13x is equal to sum of all 4 angles because how much degree? Angle sum property of a quadrilateral says that sum of 4 angles become a 360 degree. So add 3 plus 5 comes to be how much? 8. 8 plus 9 comes to be how much? 17. 17 plus 3 comes to be how much? 30x coming there. So 30x is equal to 360. So x value how to find out? 360 divided by 30. 0 0 cancel. 3 table cancel. 3 table 36 at 12 times. So x value become how much degree? 12 degree. Then exact to first angle, second angle, third angle, fourth angle find out. Therefore we can say exact first angle. First angle in which way we consider 3x. So x place which value we substitute at 12. So 3 into 12 become how much? 36 degree. Second angle we consider it as how much? 5x is the second angle. So 5x is the second angle. X place 12. 5 12s are how much? 60 degree. Next third angle we consider it as how much? 9x. So 9 into x place 12. So how much coming? 108 degree will get in the fourth angle how much it will become? 13x. 13x means 13 into 12 become how much? So 13 into x place 12 substitute how much will coming there? 156 degree will get in there. This is the meaning of that question. I hope you can understand this first question. Remaining questions we can discuss on the next class. Thank you.